So as I mentioned, there are match requirements on both of these funds, and we're going to spend a little time digging into that. So the regional collaboration and coordination require a dollar for dollar, and then the employer engagement fund requires a 25% match for the remaining dollars. So if you remember when we were in the application, there was the regional collaboration and coordination that said match adjusted. So for the regional collaboration and coordination funds, there is a dollar for dollar match. Also, the employer engagement funds can be used to fulfill that match requirement. So if you want to move on to the next slide. So what we have done, hopefully to ease the budgeting process for everybody, is simply taken the dollars from the employer engagement fund and just added them to the regional collaboration and coordination funds, thus doubling them. Thus, when you budget that full amount, you have by default matched dollar for dollar all of the regional collaboration and coordination funds. So this may be a little bit confusing, but it will make the budgeting process and your match requirement process much easier, we believe. So go to the next slide, and there's a graphic on how all of this will work. So if these are your sample allocations, you've got your regional collaboration and coordination of $531K and change, and employer engagement of 2.4 million and change, totaling 2.993. So we're going to take 531 out of employer engagement, add that to the regional collaboration and coordination, thus doubling it, and that is the match adjustment regional collaboration and coordination amount. So when you go into Nova and you budget that full $1,063,780, you have by default budgeted all of your RCC funds and also fulfilled the match requirement. And as I mentioned, the employer engagement funds can be used for that match, and that's why we're doing this. In addition, any remaining employer engagement funds require a 25% match. So in this example, that would total that $482,000. And so your annual budget amounts are as below, also reflect the dollar amounts that you saw in this application. So this application that we walked through, as mentioned, that will be on the VRC. So you can run through that just to see how the budgeting is done. Check the dollar amounts in there if you have any further questions. So the annual amounts would be $1,063,780 for RCC, match adjusted, and then employer engagement, $2,412,103. So for the year one, and then replicated for year 2 and year 3, I will be budgeting the full $3,475,882.